And now, it's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker. Please welcome Broken Arrow Electric Supply's Chief Sales Officer and your Western Regional Vice President, Mick Leibold. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
It's a little Carrie Underwood for you Oklahoma fans. I wanted to play Boomer sooner, but there's some people that wouldn't appreciate that in the room either. There may be some that are. But good morning again. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the Western Region Conference. There's no place I'd rather be. Look around a little bit. Who wouldn't want to hang out with a bunch of cool, hip, stylish people that live in the electrical distribution industry? A really special treat this morning. To get us started, here's a message from Major Dan Rooney. Dan is a Tulsa guy. He's a friend of mine. He's the founder of the Folds of Honor Foundation. And Dan's going to do a two-minute video for us, and then just a 30-second video specifically for us here in this room this morning. So, please.
There's a term I love in life, synchronicity. I define that as chance with a purpose. And one fateful night, my life would change forever. I was flying from Chicago here to Grand Rapids, Michigan. It was United Flight 664. Finally get on this airplane, I walk through first class, and I see this kid. He catches me off guard because he's a corporal sitting in dress army greens. And I go sit in coach, and about an hour and a half or so later, we land in Grand Rapids, Michigan. As we pull up to the gate, the captain comes over, the PA, and says that we have an American hero on board. And my mind immediately jumps to this kid in first class, right? And I was like, what did he do? I'd just gotten back from my second tour of duty in Iraq, flying the F-16, and he continues, the captain, by informing us that we are carrying the remains of Corporal Brock Buckland on this flight. And his identical twin brother, Corporal Brad Buckland, was in first class and has brought him those 7,000 miles home. Captain makes another request that everybody stay in their seats until his remains had been removed from the right cargo hold. And that night I watched The Other Side of War. As I looked out on the tarmac, the Bucklands on the darkest night of their lives. The thing that really got me, though, was his 4-year-old son. Sat right below the cargo ramp as that American flag draped coffin inched out. And the finality of the sacrifice hit me. The realities that this young boy would never play catch with his dad again. He would never be tucked in at night. And that term, freedom isn't free, didn't mean anything until I witnessed that. And as the ceremony finishes itself up, I wipe away my tears, right, and I grab my backpack and I look back to the airplane, only to see that more than half the plane had gotten off. No place to go, except that blanket of freedom we'll all sleep under each and every night, courtesy of 1% of this country that suits up every day, willing to defend and pay the ultimate sacrifice for the other 99%. And that was my moment of synchronicity. I knew with every fiber of my being that God had called me on a mission.
Hey, it's Major Dan Rooney from Folds of Honor. I just wanted to add to the video that you all just saw and say thank you. It was 5 years ago, if you rewind at Folds of Honor, we needed a headquarters. And there was one built courtesy of 10 to 12 electrical companies. Broken Arrow Electric and Mick were on the leading edge of that fight to build that building. The results have been life-changing. Over 13,000 scholarships have been awarded to spouses and children who've had someone killed or disabled in Iraq and Afghanistan. Freedom is not free, and we are so blessed at Folds of Honor to have great patriots like each of you sitting in the room this morning. We will continue this march. Folds is growing in powerful ways each and every year, and our commitment to honor the sacrifice by educating the legacy and never leaving a family behind on the field of battle. So I want to thank each of you again. Godspeed, and may we continue this fight together.
How good is that? I want to add my appreciation to those in the room who helped build the Folds of Honor headquarters building. Dan said to make sure that those great Americans heard him say thank you. So, I know that many of you are doing great things in your communities. Keep up the good work. It's great when we can do that. In the electrical distribution community, we're fortunate to have an industry association like NAED. They do a great many powerful things that have an impact on our companies. As Larry mentioned earlier, his theme for this year is making the most of your membership. I want to share some examples of how our company is making the most of our membership. How many of you have sent team members to conferences? The NAED's niche meeting focus on one specific discipline, from training emerging leaders, to marketing, to human resources, to training, and are wonderful opportunities for your team to learn. We have a ton of information at our fingertips today. The web gives us so many ways to meet and to collaborate and to learn that it can make your head spin. Is there a real need to have your team members leave the office and attend a live professional conference with real people? The answer is a resounding yes. And here's some reasons why. Firstly, to learn. No matter how much experience you have, there are always new things you can learn. And you definitely don't learn as much by being isolated and thinking about challenges by yourself. We all need to be exposed to different points of view, or else we risk missing out on new ideas or trends that can impact the future of our businesses. By attending industry meetings, you can learn about new strategies and best practices that are working for others. And there's nothing wrong with stealing great ideas from other people. And I've made a career of it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Last summer, our marketing coordinator went to the Adventure Marketing Conference. And in the fall, our HR manager attended the HR and Training Conference. And last summer, I attended the Congressional Fly In. All were great learning experiences. And secondly, to share. Team members are more engaged in learning if they have that expectation that they will share what they have learned when they come back home to the company. Both of my team members came back with some great information and some new ideas, some fun stuff. From Adventure, there was a session on how to market to different generations. Remember, our generation talks. Some of these other generations, they text and they Facebook and they Snapchat, whatever that is. This generational divide can be viewed as either a growing challenge or a powerful opportunity. Another session was on creating the customer experience. Knowing and understanding differences in customer wants, needs, and expectations can help you grow your business. From the HR and training piece, or the conference, take the time to recognize great work with Rockstar Awards. We all like to be recognized for good work. Show your appreciation with a performance award. And these don't have to be elaborate. One idea was an Elvis bobblehead. These days it may take something more relevant for some of the younger people. How about some fun awards to spice things up, like a Swiss Army knife award for the most indispensable, or a duct tape award for being able to fix just about anything. For me, attending the Congressional Fly In was just a fantastic opportunity. I admit it was a little intimidating. Frankly, I was worried about getting lost most of the time. But NAED made it fun and easy. They arranged a series of meetings for me on Capitol Hill, and they helped me get ready in advance. And the Fly-In helps you build relationships with your elected officials. Look at that group. Thirdly, to network. I mean, networking is one of the biggest reasons we come to these meetings. A lot of networking goes on during the niche meetings as well. New people, new ideas, and access to a whole network of potential resources. Peers from other regions of the country can become valuable resources for best practices. And fourthly, we come here to get inspired, and frankly, sometimes we need it. Working with others can help you and your team uncover new ideas and spark inspiration. And additionally, the keynote speakers, like the one we'll hear from in a little while, can inspire you to perform at a higher level or make you think about things differently. Sessions like this get us all moving in the right direction. Conferences are an investment, and your business as a whole can benefit by attending. The takeaways from each of these conferences impacted my individual team members. Some of that learning rolls over into their personal life, and having the opportunity to network with people that are in the same corner of the industry as they are put these experiences over the top for them. I hope this inspires you a little bit to look at these niche meetings. There's a schedule of them for this year. Here are just a few of the conferences that are available. For the first two come up at RAB in March. We have a branch management boot camp for warehouse managers and the spring Women in Industry boot camp. In June, the Women in Industry Forum. July is the LEAD conference in Denver. In early August, your marketing and technology teams have the opportunity to attend two different conferences in Chicago. The joint IDEA eBiz NAED Technology Conference and the Adventure Marketing Conference. Great stuff. HR Training Conference will be in October. Now look for details coming up about the Congressional Fly In, as well as a new round of boot camps and workshops that will be taking place in the fall. Check out the website, NAED.org, for more information, including when registration opens up for each of these events. I'd now like to take just a moment to acknowledge those serving on the Western Region Council. These people give generously of their time to help drive the industry forward. Thank you for the difference you are making in our organization and in our industry, and please hold your applause. Jason Berryman from Wholesale in Houston, Louis DeLeon from CED, Eric Haynes from Stoneway, John Maltby from Maltby Electric, Doug Mason from the Echo Group, Bill Moreland from Electric Supply, Mike Pratt from American Electric, Chris Provo from Stoneway Electric, Mike Romey from Stannion, Jace Rosendahl from Dakota Supply Group, and Jason Seeger from Border States Electric, Rodney Stranger from Buckle Smith Electric. And last but not least, your incoming Vice President for the Western Region is Tim Young from Interstate Electric Supply, a district of Crescent Electric. And I'm also happy to announce that Louis DeLeon is our new Vice President-elect and will follow Tim. We appreciate their willingness to serve and all these other people, so let's give them a hand. If you don't know Tim or Louis, man, take the time to meet these guys. They are really great guys, and thank you all for making the commitment to attend the Western Region Conference. So, it's been a great experience hosting this year in Palm Desert. Next year, the conference will be held January 15th to the 17th in Phoenix, and I look forward to seeing you all there.